I came home to find my stuff in trash bags on the lawn. My mother said, "You're 20, time to grow up and stop leeching. Your room's now Dad's man cave." Then she added, "Also, you owe $3,000 for back rent. Pay by Friday or we're taking you to court." I just said, "Got it," and left without another word. The next morning, I dropped off one envelope and blocked every number I knew. By noon, my uncle was at my job, my cousin was blowing up my phone, and my mom was screaming in the driveway. So loud, the mail carrier called 911. "You're not a victim, Sam. You're a grown-ass adult freeloading in my house." "Freeloading? You used my savings to pay off your credit card debt, Mom." "Don't you dare throw that in my face after everything we've done for you." "What you've done for me? You mean stuffing my life into trash bags and telling me I owed $3,000 like this was a damn eviction notice?" "That's your back rent, Samuel. 2 years under our roof and not a dime. You're lucky we didn't charge interest." "Yeah, lucky me. And now, my room's suddenly Dad's man cave, complete with a recliner and a whiskey shelf." "Watch your tone." Douglas barked, his eyes cold, shoulders stiff like a judge handing down a sentence. "You're embarrassing yourself. Take your crap and go." I didn't move. "You always talk about respect," I said. "But it's funny. I don't remember anyone respecting me when they signed my name to a student loan I never took, or when you dipped into the college fund Grandma left for me." The silence hit harder than any slap. Even Emily, who always had something snide to say, just blinked. "My name's Sam Dwyer. I'm 20 years old, not a kid, not quite a full adult in the eyes of people who think paying rent makes you morally superior. But I've been old enough to raise myself, old enough to stay quiet for too long. Quiet when my mom blamed me for the electric bill being too high. Quiet when Dad had made backhanded jokes about me being the family disappointment. Quiet when Emily had borrowed my car and crashed it, then blamed it on me being irresponsible. But today I wasn't quiet. Today I came home to find my clothes soaking in lawn dew and my life in hefty bags. Karen. Mom, 52. Passive-aggressive with a martyr complex, guilt tripper in chief. She's the type who cries during arguments to avoid responsibility, always armed with a memory of everything I sacrificed. Douglas. Dad, 56. Stern, unforgiving, secretive, thinks emotions are weakness and believes authority is a virtue he inherently possesses. Emily. Sister, 27. Married, manipulative. She knows how to twist every conversation into her favor. She has a good job, a condo, and a superiority complex to match. Tyler. Brother, 22. Entitled. Lives in the basement with a gaming rig I partially paid for. He pretends to be neutral but parrots whatever Mom says when things get real. "You think you're the only one who's had it hard?" Emily snapped. "We all had to grow up, Sam. You're just late to the party." "Right. Except I spent the last 2 years working part-time, watching Tyler sit on his ass while I helped Mom with the bills. But sure, I'm the deadweight." Karen's odd voice trembled, eyes shiny with anger. "Don't bring your brother into this. He's dealing with his own issues." "And I'm not allowed to have any, right?" I said. "Because I'm just the fallback, the ATM, the emotional sponge for everyone else's mess?" "You're dramatic," Douglas muttered. "You forged my name on a loan and called me dramatic." They all froze. "I know about the FAFSA loan taken out under my name last fall. I never applied. The bank traced the IP to this address." "That's enough," Mom snapped, her voice shrill. "You don't talk to us like this." "Then how do I talk to you? I've tried yelling, crying, shutting up. None of it ever worked. So I left an envelope this morning. That's my final word." I remembered something they didn't, or maybe they chose to forget. 3 years ago, When Dad lost his job and the mortgage almost ate us alive, I gave them everything in my savings account. Every graduation check, every summer job dollar. I even sold my Xbox. They said they'd pay me back, that they were grateful. That was the last time Mom said she was proud of me. Since then, I've paid for groceries, helped Tyler pass community college, covered Emily's car insurance once when she forgot. I was never thanked. Instead, they called me a leech. That envelope I left, inside was a USB drive. On it, voice recordings of Emily, bragging to a friend about putting a loan in my name because I had the cleanest credit. Screenshots of Mama transferring money from my account to hers without my permission. Texts from Dad calling me a charity case to his golf buddies, and taped to the envelope, a letter from my lawyer. Not just about the fraud, but about formal eviction procedures, identity theft, and grand larceny. The morning after I left it on the kitchen table, I blocked every number I knew. By noon, my uncle showed up at my job. My cousin texted me 17 times. Mommy was screaming so loud in our driveway that the mail carrier called 911. The next time I saw them, it was in the living room of my uncle's house, neutral ground. "What do you want from us?" Emily hissed. "Nothing," I said, calm, almost bored. "That's the point. I don't owe you anything. Not money, not silence, not loyalty." Karen was crying. "We didn't mean to." "You did. You just didn't think I'd do anything about it. You're tearing this family apart." I looked at Douglas. "You did that when you cashed out my future for your hobbies." They wanted to talk, to scream, to deny, but all I said was, "You finally hear me now, or do you need another file?" I walked away, not in rage, not in victory, just peace. My phone buzzed 2 days later. It was Key, Tyler. One line. "I didn't know. I'm sorry." He's the only one I didn't block again. He's got a long way to go, but maybe there's something salvageable there. As for me, I moved in with a friend, got promoted at work, started school again with a fresh grant under my name. The money's still gone, the scars are still there, but I'm no longer invisible. Sometimes I walk past the old house on my way to the bus. The man cave light is always on. I bet Dad still sits there, pretending none of this ever happened. That's fine. Let him. I didn't burn the bridge. I just stopped watering it alone. And somewhere in the silence they gave me, I finally heard myself. And I listened. If you've ever felt unheard, unseen, or used by the people who were supposed to protect you, you're not alone. Hit like and subscribe for more stories that say what others are too afraid to.